Okay, welcome to lesson 67. If I can get my pen working, we can get started. There we go. Alright, so in lesson 67, we're going to be talking about using ratios to compare prices. And this is very useful to be able to do in your head if you're able to when you are shopping, because sometimes you might find, let's say, a can of chili that's 30 ounces and it costs $2.50, and then you find a can of chili that's only let's say 18 ounces and it costs $1, and you're trying to figure out, well, is that a better deal because I get less chili but it costs less, but I would also have to buy 2 cans because it's not quite enough chili. So it's very helpful when you're trying to compare the prices for two different objects that have different amounts. So let's give an example. Let's say that there are 20 pounds of beans. It's a lot of beans. 20 pounds of beans on sale for $1.20. And you want to figure out the price per pound of beans, because let's say that there is another sale going on where you get 40 pounds of beans, and I'm just making this up. Let's say that costs $2.45, and you're not sure which one's the better deal. Well, let's go ahead, as I said in the beginning, let's go ahead and calculate the unit price. So what we'll do is we'll create a ratio, because we have two numbers to compare. We have the pounds, number of pounds, and then we also have a price. Now when you're calculating the unit price, you always put the price on top. So it's going to cost $1.20 for 20 pounds of beans. Now, when you are calculating the unit price, that means that you want to figure out how much 1 unit of beans costs. Not 20 pounds, just 1 pound. So how would you do that? If it costs $1.20 for 20 pounds, how much would 1 pound cost? Well, if you think of all the different ratio work we've been doing, the proportions, you know we can cross multiply. So let's just change this to cents. We know that $1.20 is 120 cents. So what is 120 cents times 1? Well, that would be 120. And then we need to divide that by 20. And that will give us this final answer. So 120 divided by 20 is 6. And remember, we changed this to cents. So it costs 120 cents for 20 pounds, which means the cost per unit, or the unit price, is 6 cents per pound. So that is the unit price. Let me write that down. Unit price. So for 1 unit, for 1 pound of beans, you calculated the price. Well, each of those pounds would cost 6 cents. So let's do it again. Remember, when you're calculating the unit price, the money part always goes on top. And actually, let's just convert. It's just easier to work with whole numbers. So 245 cents for 40 pounds of beans. And let's also calculate the unit price for this situation. So how much would 1 pound of beans cost? Well, okay, so we would cross multiply. 245 times 1 is 245. And then we need to divide that by 40. And that would be, get into decimals here.
Suspicious.
So let's just round that to two numbers, 6.13 cents. So it goes on, but about 6.13 cents per pound of beans. If this whole bag of 40 pounds of beans costs 245 cents, then each one of those pounds costs 6.13 cents. So why is it helpful to calculate the unit price when you have two different sales going on? Well, if you know the unit price, you can easily compare the two prices and see which one is the better deal. Would you rather pay 6 cents per pound or 6.13 cents per pound? Well, obviously you'd want the cheaper one. right? So this one would win. But when you look at the prices, $1.20 for 20 pounds or $2.45 for 40 pounds, sometimes it's hard to think like, oh, which one is the better deal? Because I get more with the 40 pounds, right? But I have to pay more. So if you know how to calculate the unit price, then you can easily know which one is the better deal.
Lowercase suspicion.
So this has been lesson 67, using ratios to compare, and I would advise going through example 67.2 just to make sure that you understand the concept before diving into practicing. All right, let me know if you have any questions.